My name is Alice Plutton. I am 19 years old and I'm from England. I make football videos on YouTube going to different grounds across England mainly. But a few months ago I went to Portugal for the Porto game against Sporting Club de Lisbon, sorry. And since then I've fell in love with Portuguese football. Hello guys, welcome back to another video, and I feel like a lot of the times when I do something like this, it's been very negative recently, so why not have a positive video to show that we're now on the way back up. We were on the channel is sort of, before these Porto videos, was sort of dipping because you guys were getting frustrated with me for, in your eyes, looking lazy, but it was a load of combination of different things. But it's time to have an apology and look at some positive stuff. But before that, to get into that, we'll go back to before the first Porto video. So basically before this video, I realised that the channel was sort of slipping. I was sort of annoying a lot of people, so I realised I had enough money in my bank to do one abroad video, and it was either going to be Porto or Barcelona, and I wanted to go to Porto first because I wanted to experience a proper atmosphere. I still want to go to Barcelona, but the Portuguese atmosphere was something that appealed to me more than the Barcelona whole. I want to go to see Barcelona, see Messi basically. So we go to Porto and it was mad. Obviously at the airport, anyone who knows, a lot of people are saying you had enough money to go to Porto 3 times, but I didn't. The first time I had enough money to do that one, and the flights were messed up, so I made an perhaps poor decision at the airport to just say, let's see if my debit card will work, and book the flights now. And they came to 556 quid, and it got accepted, and apparently I had an informal overdraft of £600. But every time I was overdrawn, I got a £5 daily charge, and I think I may have explained this in the videos or may have not. So the £5 daily charge was just eating away, and obviously it was very hard for me, as my income isn't very prominent, to then get that back out of overdraft. And by the next time I go to Portugal, I had about £200 in my bank account to then fund that. So then the second time obviously went down really well. The Portuguese press got involved with the videos, as can be seen here. That was really weird. Why have I just done that? And then yeah, so that time went down really well, and because of that, I looked out for sponsors to then take me over to the Benfica versus Porto game. The Porto marketing team helped me no end. They provided 2 free tickets for that, which was just incredible to see. Like, a football club in Porto, a football club as big as Porto, one of Europe's biggest clubs, to then help out. Whereas in England, a non-league team will have to be bumped about 10 times to retweet a video. I'm not saying it's wrong or right, I'm just saying that the Portuguese teams were very much more receptive of it and really liked what I did more than in England, where it's sort of like, So yeah, that happened. And then one football, I got this for 2 free tickets, which was fine, but I couldn't afford to go out there. So I looked out for sponsors. I reached out to about a few sponsors, but I only reached out to companies I wanted to use, and it was looking negative until one football replied to me. It's an app that I've used a lot, as was seen throughout this video rolling. Obviously it would have stopped by now, but OneFootball was a fantastic app, and it's in the description below to go and get that if you want to use it, because the more people that download it, the more, it's a good app anyway, it's a fantastic app, but the more people that go and do that, the more support I have for campaigns, the more I can go to brands and they say, look, these are the results I get, I've teamed up with these apps, look at OneFootball, it's an incredible app, and we've already used that on the channel. But so we got that, and this was the 3rd trip, so any of the money all I had to take out there was euros, so it was a pretty cost-effective trip. It was the same as me spending 50 quid on a train and 20 quid on a ticket to go to a Premier League game, pretty much. So that was that. But anyway, let's get into the news stories. Here is an interview I filmed with Portuguese sports newspaper O Jogo. I'm just going to interject here quickly. You are watching a 4-minute interview, so if you don't want to watch that, you can skip past it, but also it's the link to go and watch it is down below. So if you want to watch that after this video, then go after the video and click on the link to watch it, because it's a great paper. It's got like 4 or 5 Awaydays articles on there now. My name is Alice Plutton. I am 19 years old and I'm from England. I make football videos on YouTube going to different grounds across England mainly. But a few months ago I went to Portugal for the Porto game against Sporting Club de Lisbon, sorry. And since then I've fell in love with Portuguese football. The gathering was really unique. Obviously with 3,000 fans walking to the stadium, there was
flares and smoke grenades and stuff being thrown, and pyrotechnics, and it was really cool to be a part of, and chanting. And every time the Porto fans saw a Benfica fan, like even in their window, they'd all turn around and chant at them. It's a unique thing that you don't really get in England. When there's rival games, it's not really the same thing, like walking to the stadium and everything. And then getting into the stadium, obviously we were a few minutes late because of the security checks. We missed about the first 10 minutes of the game, and by then Benfica were 1-0 up, so we'd missed the before game choreography, and we'd missed the celebrations to Benfica's goal, which was a shame.
Porto 1-0 down, and we don't know if we can get in. Fun. We don't actually know where we're sitting, so this will be fun. Hope it's not Benfica fans.
People say I was biased to Porto because obviously I was there supporting Porto, but like I would have given Benfica some props if I would have heard that or seen it, but I didn't actually have a chance to see it. So when I got in the ground, it was very much heavily, I heard the Porto fans over the Benfica fans. And yesterday when Porto were losing, their fans were still singing, and I thought it was just really great. And I like how in Portugal the football is like a sort of family feeling, like everyone sort of clubs together in one family, and I really like to see that everyone just joins in and sings. Everyone sings regardless of where they're sat, whereas in England there's like designated places where people sing, and the atmosphere is something that really took me by surprise. Not by surprise, but it just really blew me away, to be honest, of how good the atmosphere actually was. Seeing the game we saw as well, I don't have any regrets. 7-0, no one really sees scorelines like that, and to see and being with the ultras, the Super Dragos, that time was just a once-in-a-lifetime experience for me. It's a different atmosphere. I've been to probably the biggest game in England I've been to is the Championship player final, where there's like 80,000 people at Wembley, and it's like the two teams in the Championship play to get to the Premier League, the winner there. And the atmosphere was great, but it was something different about the Portuguese atmosphere that I really liked. Yeah, it was definitely a very different way to look at football compared to England, which is what I like to see and experience. I like to see two different ways of looking at the game, and I think that this was a great way of doing it.
But yeah, literally so many news publications in Portugal shared the video and spoke about me, and it's so weird to see. Obviously, I don't know how many of you follow me on Twitter, but me and Jodie were sat at the hotel room. It was like 10:30. We were just getting ready to go to sleep when we got a phone call, and I was like, what? So I answered the phone call, and they're like, hello, Mr. Platt, and I just wanted to say that it's an honour to have you staying in our hotel. We love your videos, and we're very privileged that you chose our hotel to stay in. And I was just turning to Jodie and was like, what's happening? This isn't normal, this is just unreal. I got accused of lying for that, but if I was going to lie, I'd make up something a bit more extravagant. I've also got red sunburn, and I was out there for 2 days. How's that even happened? But yeah, but the whole Portugal thing and the whole Porto thing is incredible. We went from 12,000 subs, and as this goes live, we're about to hit 20,000 subs. I don't know if we've hit it already or not, because I'm filming this the day before. But 20,000 subscribers, which means we're 1/5 of the way to a plaque. How has this happened on a channel where I wanted 100 subscribers? And I'm genuinely so thankful to every single one of you that have stuck by me and watched the videos. I know some of you get annoyed with me, and I know some of you dislike me, and I know some of you don't like the way that I respond to some comments. But if someone comments a negative thing, I only try to have banter back with them. I don't try to annoy them, because I think if you're going to comment negative things every week, then you're still watching the content, so I think you still clearly enjoy it. You just try to find holes in it. So if you're that kind of person, then I still see you as a viewer, and I just try to banter with you. But yeah, I get that I annoyed a lot of people this last few months with maybe sporadic uploads and whatnot with stuff happening in my life. There's still stuff going on in my personal life, but that shouldn't, it's not your guys' problems and it doesn't affect you really. So it's difficult trying to explain to you guys stuff that I don't want to go into detail, and I don't want my family or anything to be brought up because it's not the position to do so. But it's also a point where the stuff happens, and I try to explain it in the most vague way possible, but people think I'm lying, and I'm like, well, in a way I wish I was just like, this has happened, but I can't, and that's the way that I need to learn to adapt to YouTube. I need to learn that if I want this channel to flourish, I need to be more, I think I'm as transparent as I can be with my audience, but more open and just explaining to you guys what's going on, because I think a lot of what the channel has is a very strong connection with the viewers. When we had like 6,000 subs, we were still hitting like targets, and now you guys got pretty annoyed with me. I mean, we have 8,000 subscribers from Portugal. I'm not sure how active they're going to be on the English content, so I would like to think that you guys that have been here for a while as well will still support me, because you are the guys that have got me to this point as well. You're the guys that have voted for me for 2 years in a row to get the Football Blogging Awards. You're the guys that have watched every single away day, regardless of how poor it's been, regardless of how repetitive the content's been. You guys have all stuck by me, and I'd like to think that we can make a real push of this now. I don't want to do that if I haven't got the audience I had initially, because I don't want to alienate anyone. I don't want the channel to grow too much and not have the audience that was there and what built this, because this channel's been built on a very solid and engaged audience, and I don't want to lose that. And if I lose that and the channel starts growing, then I honestly will stop it, because I don't want to lose these people that have been here for a while. There's names that I recognise that have been here since 100 subscribers. I have a few more people now tell me they were there before 100 subscribers when I don't remember them being there, but like, I literally remember getting in from Lowestoft Town the first away day and doing like a week edit, and it didn't work, and then the content there was awful. I also remember going to Peterborough United with Jack, Ben, Matt Harrison was there, and that was the third away day I did. And that was just so cool and everything like that, and just seeing the way that the content's gone and seeing the way that the channel's grown, I never expected it. I remember walking to college thinking, oh, if I can get to 5,000 subscribers, then I can quit and make YouTube my job. And I remember just all these things. I remember listening to music in my headphones and thinking, oh, this would be so good if I ever got 1,000 subscribers, use that for a montage. Because honestly, I never thought the channel would get to this, and now it's at this point. It's not that I don't know what to do, it's that I'm very shocked and I'm very humbled that we've got to this point, and the fact that the channel's in the press is a bonus. I don't want people to think I'm some sort of arrogant person or whatever, which some people have accused me of being, because I'm not. I'm genuinely so thankful and so grateful for all of this. And I keep looking away because I'm sort of talking to you all in the most genuine way I've ever done it, but I do love all of you for the support you've shown the channel, and I hope we can continue to make it grow and we can make this work. And who knows where Away Days goes from here, but just know that if this is all we hit, 20,000 subscribers, if this is all that happens once we go in the press, then I'm still blown away by that, because it's not all we hit, it's still bloody mental. We're still a bloody big football YouTube channel now, and whether you guys like that happening or not, it's true, and I'm going to try my best to do as many videos during the summer. I'm going to try my best to make everyone who's donated to the Patreon fine. I'm also going to add a new Patreon option of $1 soon, so more people can come in and support the channel. I'm also going to change the tiers so more people can have to score predictions as well, because I feel that the Patreon people, look, without you, you're the backbone of the channel. Like, regardless of 20,000 subscribers, without them I don't have any content. All the Patreons are legends, and I need to start doing more and providing more for them, I feel. Yeah, I'd like to think that I've covered all the bases there, but basically Away Days has been in the Portuguese press. Away Days has got 20,000 subscribers, and Away Days has got over 500,000 views at one football club. And it's just mental. It is mental for me, and I can't explain it in any other way, but thank you all so much for sticking by me, and thank you all so much for providing me this chance to make a go of this now. So let's do it. Let's all club together and let's all actually just bloody do this, because why not? There's a few places we're going to later this month that I think you guys are going to enjoy, Italy being one of them, so stay tuned. I'll see you guys all on Saturday for the new away day, but thank you all so much. Thank you all so much for OneFootball as well, for teaming up with me to support the last Porto video. If you want to get that, check the link in the description, and thank you all so much. I will see you all on Saturday. I love you all. Bye.